name is Bridget. I am lead server and I run the training program for Wheatfield's Restaurant and Bar on Broadway. I've been there for 5 years this month. Yeah, I started working in restaurants when I was 18, so 9 years ago. Started off as a busser and a hostess and worked my way up through for one of the local restaurants. Was there for a little over 3 years and then moved to Wheatfield's. Well, I started off doing it because I was going to college, so it's minimal hours, you don't have to do full time, and you can still make good money off tips and everything, even with busing and hostessing. I'm also a people person. I've had retail or desk jobs where it's not as much, and I get stir crazy. I just don't do well in that environment, so I really like meeting new people, talking to new people. You meet people from all walks of life, tourists, being able to work nights also. I'm not a morning person, so it also was another thing that was pretty great with it. And then when I had my son, it made it so I could spend all day with him, and with kids going to bed 6, 7 o'clock at night, I got all day long with him, and then I'd go to work and he'd be in bed an hour or two after I left. So I wasn't having to pay for childcare or anything like that. I got to stay home with him the whole time. And now that he's 3, me and his father are no longer together. My weekends are Monday, Tuesday that I have off. So he goes to his dad's on the weekends, and then I get him back on Sunday. I get my Monday, Tuesday with him, just me and him, our weekends. And I'm able to base my schedule around that. Whereas if I worked a 9 to 5 or something like that, I'd only get to see him on nights throughout the week, instead of getting 2 whole days to go do fun stuff and activities and everything, especially before he has to go to school and we can have all that time together. A lot of jobs are going to be lost, not just, bussers. I started off as a busser and a hostess. If I hadn't had that opportunity, I don't think I would have been able to dive directly into service and work my way up to now. Like, I've taken this job seriously where I know lines, I know about foods, I know about everything to do with the restaurant I work in and everything to give a certain level of service. And I was able to learn all those things by working kind of, the busing jobs and the hostessing and the food running and everything else, where, if we're not hiring high school kids, then you're going to have college kids, whoever, with no experience level. Service isn't going to be as good as either. And I think that'll affect whether people want to go out to eat also. I wouldn't be able to do the things. I would probably have to get some kind of public assistance, which I don't get now. I live completely just off of my tips. None of that is things that I want to do. I'd miss my son. Maybe try to explain that I know there is a group that is asking for this, but the majority, at least from everyone I've talked to, and I know a lot of people near, we're not asking for this. We're happy with the way things are. We're all making a good living and able to kind of structure our job around our lives for single moms and college students and everything else. So if we don't want this, then why is it being forced on us?